captain of the Lydia stood on his quarterdeck, while his ship, hove to under the main staysail and 3 reefed main topsail, pitched and wallowed in the fantastic sea. It was raining now, with such violence that nothing could be seen 100 yards away, and there were deluges of spray sweeping the deck too, so that he and his clothes were as wet as if he had been swimming in the sea. But he was not aware of it. Everyone was appealing to him for orders. First lieutenant, gunner, boatswain, carpenter, surgeon, purser. The ship had to be made fit to fight again, even though there was every doubt as to whether she would even live through the storm, which shrieked around her. It was the acting surgeon who was appealing to him at the moment. "But what am I to do, sir?" he said pathetically, white-faced, wringing his hands. This was Lorry, the purser's steward, who had been appointed acting surgeon when Hanky, the surgeon, died. He had 50 wounded down in the grim dark cockpit, maddened with pain, some with limbs torn off, and all of them begging for the assistance which he had no idea of how to give. Lorry only blenched a little more at this, and Hornblower had to make himself be a little helpful, and put some heart into this lily-livered incompetent. "See here, Lorry," he said in more kindly fashion. "Nobody expects miracles of you. Do what you can. Those who are going to die, you must make easy. You have my orders to reckon every man who has lost a limb as one of those. Give them laudanum, 25 drops, a man, or more if that won't ease them. Pretend to bandage them. Tell them they're certain to get better and draw a pension for the next 50 years. As for the others, surely your mother wit can guide you. Bandage them until the bleeding stops. You have rags enough to bandage the whole ship's crew. Put splints on the broken bones. Don't move any man more than is necessary. Keep every man quiet. A tot of rum to every wounded man, and promise him another at 8 bells if they lie still. I never knew a Jack yet who wouldn't go through hell fire for a tot of rum. Get below, man, and see to it." "Aye, aye, sir." Lorry could only think of his own responsibility and duty. He scuttled away below without a thought for the hell turned loose on the main deck. Here one of the 12-pounders had come adrift, its breechings shot away by the Natividad's last broadside. With every roll of the ship, it was rumbling back and forth across the deck, 1.5 tons of insensate weight, threatening at any moment to burst through the ship's side. Galbraith, with 20 men trailing ropes, and 50 men carrying mats and hammocks, was trailing it cautiously from point to point in the hope of tying it or smothering it into helplessness. As Hornblower watched them, a fresh heave of the ship canted it around and sent it thundering in a mad charge straight at them. They parted widely before it, and it charged through them, its trucks squealing like a forest of pigs, and brought up with a shattering crash against the mainmast. "Now's your chance, lads, jump to it," yelled Hornblower. Galbraith, running forward, risked limb and life to pass a rope's end through an eye tackle. Yet he had no sooner done it than a new movement of the ship swung the gun round and threatened to waste his effort. "Hammocks there," shouted Hornblower. "Pile 'em quick, Mr. Galbraith. Take a turn with that line round the mainmast. Whipple, Put your rope through the breeching ring. Quick, man! Now take a turn. Hornblower had accomplished what Galbraith had failed to do, had correlated the efforts of the men in the nick of time, so that now the gun was bound and helpless.